Test 1, 2. Welcome aboard, everyone. What exactly is ALGOBOX, and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Othrew. Are you ready indeed? Don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. But if trading is for you, this might also be the place for you. It is the afternoon session on Thursday, 2:49 p.m. Let's go. Alrighty then, let's see. Foot pedalinator is working. Oh, look at that. All right, let me try this one. Foot pedal. All right, foot pedal. Hey, how about that? And what about this one? Is this one gonna work? This one might not work. Hey, man, foot pedals. All the pedals are working today. Imagine that. How about that? This is very interesting. I wanted to talk about this for a second. So if you got the news indicator, you're riding along with us. You do. Isn't that interesting? So those vertical texts represent when the news event occurred. And you see the correlation to the movement. Yes? If you do, type a 1. If you don't, type a 2. We'll try to point it out a little bit more. But if you read very closely at the top, very first word, impact, line, government, board member, Tuscuden speaks. I don't know. I think that's what it says. Okay. Anyhow, you got the verticals there. I just like to see that they're there to look at potential reaction locations and how that goes. Yada, yada, yada. But you can see that, you know, news does have impact. Some people say news doesn't impact. Are you sure? So when you can find a correlation with the technicals around a news event that can give it, you know, the reason, doing air quotes here, the reason for whatever the move may be. We don't necessarily care about what the news actually is, but we care when it happens. Does that make sense? Give me a yes, no on that one, because we already did a 1-2 thing. So give me a yes, that makes sense, or no, it doesn't make sense. And, you know, tell me your thoughts and opinions on that. Wow, so pretty big moves here. Got the, man, that two beautiful Titanic setup up here up top. On this area in before from the morning. I don't remember what we drew that in for, but it's there. To roll back the tape myself. And yeah, let's get into it here this afternoon. It is 2:52, so 8 minutes till the final hour. And let's look around the horn. So first thing I see is we're sitting flat. I mean, very, very flat inside the fiddle zone here. So kind of got a little bit of time for that to show its hand, get outside of that so we can have some of our easier plays. I mean, not that we can't get a play inside, but the best and easiest plays are going to be happening around the extremities. like pulling back a rubber band, now you can control its direction. I like to use that analogy. If you pull back a rubber band and you want to know where it goes, is a lot more accurate than trying to throw a rubber band. Throw it with no pullback and you're like, you know, wobbles through the air all weird. I mean, it might get to its target, but probably not. But however, you pull that sucker back, and if you know anything about rubber bands, you know the trick that if you put tension on one side of the rubber band more so than the other, y'all know about that? That you get it in it will fly through the air in a little bit of a circular pattern and travel farther and have more accuracy. Y'all know about that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just rubber band nerd. I don't know. But that's what happens when we extend the price into an area. That's the way that I like to think about it. Is now I can't control it, but I feel like I can anticipate where it's going more. Like, oh, it's headed right there. Okay, cool. Alex, hey Vinny, what do you think about ICT saying Bitcoin will never go to 100K with it at 99K? You know, there's some merit to big numbers where it's like they can hover it and everybody's selling right underneath it and keeping it right underneath. You know, who even knows? The guy just wants people to stir. Like, his whole thing, the best thing you can do for ICT is to ignore him. And that would be the absolute best thing for him to ever do, ever. But as far as, you know, price, so there's price theory around that. He's just playing other people's price theory. He also said Bitcoin was going to go to zero for like how many years ago? You know, like, he'll do anything to sensationalize himself because he doesn't have anything else to talk about. He's a loser in life. In fact, feel bad for the guy. I genuinely do. To have no moral compass to where you can just go out there and just lie so egregiously on a regular basis is insane to me. It's insane to most everybody, which is why people have to think half the time when they're even thinking to listen to him at all. You're like, well, it can't be a lie. That lie is too big. Like, normal people wouldn't do that. So problem. You're thinking in normal people's terms. You're talking about a demonically possessed man. Like, it's not normal. But as far as would it, so it's kind of like, in my opinion, you guys seen my high of day theory, HOD, what happens right up under high of day. Since we're right here flat in the middle, I'll go ahead and we can do some diagrams. Let me pull up the blackboard here, and let's draw like a high of day. In our system, it will show as a green dash line up at the top. We'll use pink for price here. So as price is coming around and we're coming up and approaching, and everybody's like, oh, look at that. It's all eyes right there. Everybody's looking. They're like, oh, look at that. I'm going to get there. So now that you have that, remember that everything in the market is, I'll say everything, a lot of the market is designed to set traps, get people off sides, because you want them to pay you. So in order to do that, there's only two sets of people, right? There's longs and there's shorts. Everybody, like, if you really start to think about things, so the person's like, let me think here. This is the, let me think about it. As price approaches it, they start to smile a little bit. All right, now we're like, I think it's going right there. So right about here, everybody's like, okay, well, I can just make a little bit off of this. Yeah, like I can see this distance, and the distance is so clear. All right, it's just right to there, and I'm like, okay, if I load up the boat on this, like, okay, so let's say on one contract that represents like $1,000. Okay, they're like, okay, I can make it $1,000. So for that one little $1,000, they will put on a lot of risk. Okay, and then they're like, well, I could put a multiplier effect. So a lot of contracts gets exchanged right here, like right up under. In this case, I'm talking about a HOD, high of day type of scenario. But in the case of Bitcoin, you're talking about an ATH. HOD, ATH, all-time high type of scenario with a BRN, right? A big round number. So you got a big round number, and you're talking about the 100K. The 100K price that everybody's talked about. It is talk. So you know all eyeballs are there, okay? So what tends to happen when it's so close, everybody starts betting really heavy right here. Now, mind you, this is a great opportunity for the people who were buying way back here. Finally, somebody to sell to. Massive numbers, and they need to sell. Like, finally, people are picking up. And they don't have to give away their hand because they can slowly grind everybody. Just continuously put limit orders right here. Everybody just keeps getting smack, 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 smack. It's not going to go there because they're filling their orders. They're like, wow, that's awesome. I'm selling this at $99,000. And we're talking about the big guy. The guys who bought way back here, they got big, big, heavy orders to be able to get out. Perfect time for them to get out right up underneath a BRN. Big round number. Big number everybody's talking about, blah, blah, blah. So oftentimes the reason it can't even get there is because these guys are punching in all their sell orders up here, just selling, selling, selling while people are buying into that. And they're like, oh, finally somebody that I can sell to, right? Some idiot, last man in. So last man copying in. So there is some price theory on that, and he could be right on that. And where it just stays and comes out, you know, and all of a sudden we get some massive drop off to who even knows what. 75K could drop as low as all the way down to 50K, you know, because we've seen Bitcoin half how many times type of thing. And I'm not talking about because they split it. I'm talking about, you know, it's literally drawn down 50%, whatever. The guy who bought here is the one who experiences the most amount of pain. So there is some theory there to hold the line, if you will, around that. Happens a lot around high of days. You'll see me play it that way, especially end of day. Now, earlier today, I was able to take the opposite of that because intraday, oftentimes we can blow through that and there's plenty of time for it to come back and work through it. So it kind of depends on what time of day and when. If you're talking about an intraday play where we approach a high of day, if it's in the morning, we're more likely to be able to break through it and we start to set, you know, new pricing above high of day on those scenarios like we did this morning. Versus on a day where, like, let's say we're up and approaching that high of day at the end of the day. We got price making its way on up there, and it's say between 2 and 3 o'clock. Well, like 2:30. If it's after 2:30, okay, we're coming up under here. Perfect time for them to do that because all day they have the big guys have been back here, you know, buying. They bought it, and now they're running it up and up, and now they need somebody to sell to. So oftentimes we all do it. We're like, oh, it's going to go high of day. We're going to get a new high of day. We're going to get a new high day. So what they do, all of a sudden you'll start, for us in our system, you'll start to see a lot of crosses show up right up here. Like there, as price comes in, bing, they got a big one, and bing, you got a big one, and then you'll see another one, you see bing, you'll just see these clusters of crosses just like right up under it by just a few, you know, ticks, 10 to 20 ticks. Within 10 to 20 ticks of that high of day, the big guys can start to dump their orders. So those are the times of day when you'll see this hit and hit and hit and hit and not get there oftentimes and end up just staying right up underneath it or end up, you know, dropping a bit there end of day. So if we're approaching high of day and it's after 2:30, I'm more likely to, if I'm initiating a position, to try to play shorts off of these crosses that show up here for bags in that zone, and oftentimes forms one of those. You get a zone up here that just hangs. So as these pop at the top, you can oftentimes start to scalp these back down, targeting the bottom of the range, and that range starts to get deeper and deeper as these guys start to you know, lose the sales as the big guys are no longer pushing the price while they're kind of trying to pull it off, knowing that that line is right there. And again, the theory of everybody looking at it and everybody thinking it's going there, so it won't. Does that make sense? And you wonder why 95% of traders, you know, are failing. And I want to say failing because the thing is like at the end of the day, businesses fail at the same rate as traders fail. 90 to 95% of businesses also fail. Hear somebody, oh yeah, I started a business back in whatever. Yeah, well, they're still running that business. Most businesses fail. And in my opinion, the way that I look at the markets and day trading, this is just another business. How you handle and manage it is whether or not you succeed or not. Now, you can have some benefits, like some businesses have cheats in business. What if you, I don't know the mayor of the city, or, you know, had some inside information about what was being built in an area, so you build ahead of time and get your business where it needed to be. There's all kinds of things that somebody might have a cheat. In my opinion, ALGOBOX is the cheat for that video game. where I can read things and see things that other people can't see. So I got an advantage with my business, and it makes it easier. If you took ALGOBOX away from me, dude, I would not be interested in doing this. Trading the markets is difficult as it is. Everything is designed to fake you out. Now I've got so many years of experience. Sure, I might be able to read psychologically where people are getting trapped, and I would be a trap player. I would absolutely just be playing traps all the time. But my system makes that way easier because I can actually see them. I can see them when they get stuck. I can visualize and see the orders. I can see the harmonic structures. I can anticipate what happens after a break of one versus one that holds. Like for right here, ciphers coming up to the top, and we get a harmonic hold and it pushes down. Now another cipher on the bottom and it's holding. Okay, so we've got algorithmic action and activity right here. We don't have to concern ourselves with that. Back here, this is where we had the break. Once that broke, now we've got a new price area, new accumulation zone. So being able to read whether or not a PRZ holds or whether it breaks are still reads on the market to give you information for you to be able to have more knowledge about what's going to happen next. Because really, at the end of the day, our job is literally to anticipate where price goes. Now, some people will debate that and say, oh, your only job is to control risk. Okay, well then why don't you just randomly select going long or short? Right? That's my argument to the people that say that your only job as a trader is to manage risk. That's your only job. Well, then randomly enter. Show me. Go randomly enter, and then go show me you just controlling the risk on that play. See where I'm going with that? Let's sink in for a minute. I'm going to let you think about that one. Next time somebody says to you, oh, your only job is to manage risk. You can't control where it goes. You can't. Okay, so you're saying you're not trying to anticipate where it's going to go at all. Then randomly enter. Randomly long, randomly short. Okay, and then just manage your risk. Okay, and then your risk off. Right? That makes no sense when you really think about it, but they always sound, oh, it sounds good though. Let me repeat the Twitter trope that I heard last week. It's on Steve Burns' Twitter feed. Must be true. Fun times. So no, I believe our job is to anticipate where it's and to have the best read on where it is going. And yes, you still also, I think it's both jobs. See, when people say it's this or that, I'm a both guy. Anybody who's been around me knows my philosophy on both. You know, when there are two good options, find a way to have both. Okay, well, I would like to be able to anticipate and also control risk. So we do that within our system. So stops, boxes, and crosses. You know when you're wrong is a break of a box. You know when you're wrong, break of a cross, break of a dot, break of moonshot is on a moon. I still think it's a circle, so I call it a dot, but you know what I mean. Are you feeling me? All right. If you know what I'm saying and you're liking what we're talking about here, do me a favor, smash that like button real quick here as we get into hopefully what will turn in some trades here. We are still flat as can be here inside of the fiddle zone area, like right next to the red lines here. Let's let the market speak here. Market is very slow, so just in general, this is a overall market sentiment component. Historical knowledge is slow favors the bulls. Okay, the market is slow. Just hold your finger over the buy button. Okay. Yeah, exactly. A light and tight stops and good entries. Yes, exactly. Now, I think a lot of times people want to see me come in here and do strict adherence to the rules. I want to say the rules, standard operating procedures. Like only take trades at the end of these. And we could. I mean, I literally could, and I have potentially thought about there might be a set of time. Maybe I pull a 1 month or like a 40-day challenge to go, all right, strict adherence to all high time frame, forcing myself to only take high time frame plays and no capacity to read markets, even on traps, except I hope in a 4LDT, as long as though there is a higher time frame potential entry, meaning staying outside the fiddle zone. What happens, what numbers can we put up? Strict adherence to only the entries that our system provides, such as Enigma, Moonshot, Headshot, Double Dot, all that. Outside of those areas, and after a ready up, after king timing, I do a little bit of a disservice to you guys on live streams when I use some of like combination of my personal experience along with reading the tools. Like again, anticipating the sentiment and where people are caught. Like I see a trap here like a boss. I see massive amounts of people like trapped right there. I see the leg of hope where people are like, oh, okay, fine, going down. There's the guy, that's the guy, not the guy. There's multiple people in there that decided to hit the short button right there because it looks like it's down, and we're down. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna come down. And now they're stuck, and now they're stuck, and then they added to their position right there. They're adding to their position right there, and then yes, I think that this good. Reading through that area, I can see that and read that, but that is not a purist approach to the system. If you're just playing the system purely, and people want to know, well, what can I do with the system playing it absolutely pure without any experience and whatnot, and I think I can give that to the community. I think we'll showcase that first quarter of the year. Now in the quarter here, this is the time, I mean, I load up the boat, final quarter of the year where a lot of good action comes in there. Yeah, strict adherence would be interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to and they want to see that. Fortunately, like I'm not going to make it likely. I mean, then again, what do I know? Do I know? When was the last time I ever decided to do something like that? Don't know, to be honest. So I'm kind of challenging it to myself to go, well, I don't know. Like what numbers could I pony up? Maybe I could size differently and still make the same numbers. So I have contemplated it because that was a question that came up the other day with somebody that had come and asked me a question. So maybe someone said, how much do you stalk the channel regulator? Not very often, but when it is at an angle and I'm looking for a potential continuation, oftentimes it happens like this, where we've been working price up, we've gone up and up and up and up, and now I'm looking for an entry to get in along. My first thing I'm always personally looking for, as that comes down on a leg like this, I'm looking for a big green alpha omega cross, right? And I want to hit on that, and then I want to ride that to the top, target one, and then potentially with some runners on that. Usually a nice big juicy play. However, sometimes that cross doesn't show up, but I'll tell you what does show up down there is the channel thing that you're talking about. So auto regulator, once this has begun to move up like this, you got the channel regulator, and like these dashed, because dashed, right, of course. So the regulator is coming in there and showing me that neat little channel bottom, and one of my favorites off of that is for it to come down here and chugga once, twice, and showing down, which also is kind of like a trap play. Okay, right about there, and then hit that entry right there. If I did not get a cross or anything, for me to, I just pressed, what did I press? What did I press? Why did I do that? Press E. Wait, why is that? Pressing E to begin with. I want orange. Why am I pressing E? It's been a while. I don't know my short keys. That was what I was trying to do. Okay. So price is coming through here. We've made our way down, and we've touched right here, and we do one of these. Now, I don't know what. O for orange. Entry. Oh, because of my E for entry. Okay. Played too much Battlefield. E is for entry. Okay. So I'm looking for entry, and I would literally press E. Wow. Somebody might be a little tired. Okay, here we go. So entry on that channel regulator. Although, again, I usually want to see I need an RTOFA event here. What does that mean? Real-time order flow analysis. So I also want that to coincide with, even though I have a structure, remember, I don't want to play structure alone. I want to play structure plus order flow. So, and a lot of times, many times, we get a cross. We will get the big shiny alpha mega cross, or another cross, or a double cross here. And so this becomes a DCR, double cross reversal into the zone, or we've got the AO continuation, not to be confused with the AO clustering, but same acronym, but the alpha mega continuation with the big giant green cross that shows up there on the long side, obviously reverse on the other side, but deal. So the question was around the channel. Do I stalk the channel? I don't really stalk the channel because the channel's just there. You know what I'm saying? Things that I feel like I have to stalk are waiting for a cross. The channel is just open. So that's why it's almost like that's the easy way to do that. But oftentimes it will go beyond that. So why I don't just play it strictly is because oftentimes it'll bust down below that type of thing. And this tries to adjust for it. And I want to wait for that cross to show up, and that's the best place, because now you've got people off sides. Like, it's almost you can't guarantee anything, but if you were going to put a guarantee and be like, I can almost guarantee when a cross has showed up there, we're getting some size in there. The other alternative to one of those is if I look down and that one more often. So I'm looking at the delta flagging. And if I see some big red juicy double delta action that came right at that spot, I want to see that correlate right there at the edge of that regulator channel, or it comes and breaks down here and I see that it's the same thing as me. I won't say it's the same, but it is another event that I can count as my RTOF, real-time order flow analysis, and we can hit that, right? And there's others, you know, if I get an Enigma on that, something else around the bottom. But the question was, how do I stalk the channel? No, in fact, it's just the cheap man's version of the RTOFA entry event. Speaking of entry events, I'm definitely going to give this 20.5 a shot here. Up to my size there from earlier today.
Pip.em on the 8th.
Yeah, Red Rover. Who called the Red Rover? Missile. Look at that. He called the Red Rover right there. So we didn't go, and this is the ideal kind right here. We didn't go all the way to the other side. We didn't go all the way strong sell. Came in, tapped red once, went right back. So we went from strong buy green back here, Red Rover, and now it's getting rejected. So I want to watch the sucker blow through, and I want to see, again, continued up move there into, hopefully, what will turn into strong buy again, Red Rover right there on MACV Ultimate Read. Speed is 18 on NQ2s. Sure. Tempting me. We did say that I would potentially start trading NASDAQ more in the afternoons, right? Because it is more slow. You guys keep reminding me of that because I keep forgetting that. Ooh. Near right in the flat. Hopefully that is the trap. I'm going to add to position on the cross here. I saw was the super moon. Man, the area of indecision at 20 and a 20. Come back and monitor. Remember what happened here on this one. Currently moderate buy. I am sticking with the buy side. We've got the nerd telling me to the long side. We got the red rover coming in here. So I want to see this one. I'd like to see this one get lit. Ooh, okay. So no more red rover opportunity here. We did not go strong buy. We are back to neutral.
Double
here, so
delta
we may have
on the
to.
one.
All right, and we got the ready up. I'm gonna add to position. And if they catch those offsides, then got a big up move potential here. Harder read now because we did go to red, came up, touched. Because now we got a potential. We could be riding a green rover back. That's tricky. We are in that very sticky inner zone here. The no fiddle zone area. Not the greatest area of plays. That's why in here when this happens, you'll find me more building positions inside areas like this. Then catching those easy pop and goes. Okay, went all the way back strong buy. So the nerd says long. That means 4 correlated instruments are all to the long side. We'll see if YM can kind of carry with me there. Or carry mid with it. You know what I'm saying. Carry me with you, please, por favor.
Enigma short on the EM1.
Oh boy, all right, I'm going to half up on that. Okay, I am not as enthusiastic about that. If that's going to show up, I'm going to pair that. Let me see. Very interesting spot coming in here. Flat as flat can be, which oftentimes these enigmas are not nearly as juicy when they start showing up here inside the flat zone. I'm just sticking with the nerd. Just slow. I said, generally speaking, slow favors the bulls. lower than this, so. And the nerd is long sides. Stick to my positions here in the direction of the nerd. And to the afternoon, it is 3:23 on a slow motion Thursday. Remind me again, we'll be switching to NQ in the afternoons. Ban this guy, Madari, or whatever his name is. Some noob trying to self-promote. Do they have a live stream? I would probably say no. You want my opinion? Yeah, my opinion. If they're so good, then why don't they have a live stream? Why can't they do it in front of you? So you tell me. Actually, let's unban him. Let's see if he wants to answer questions. You want to answer questions? Answer questions, bro. Yeah, unban him. We're going to let you talk. Okay. Why don't we ask you some questions? Why do you think they're legit? NinjaTrader Pro legit. 12Trade Pro, huh? Wow. 12Trade Pro. Wow. Oh. Sounds like it, bro. I mean, does the 12 stand for how much money you make with it? $12? Maybe. No. Tell me. You don't know because they don't have a live stream. You've never seen them actually trade, or you would know, right? You know my standards. If they can't do it in front of you, I mean, come on. Come on, bro. Your brain. Use your brain. Let's be honest. If you vote Democrat, you don't have one. So, I mean, there's that. There's that. Who'd you vote for, bro? I can tell you if you'll be able to figure life out or not. Sound like you're new to a lot of things, bro. Automation ain't the only thing. Common sense is not common. Go buy it and then come back and tell us. Please go waste your money, then come back and tell us. Do it. Should there be a low side limit on IQ to be able to vote? What time is it? 3:29. All right, so coming into the midpoint of the hour here in about 45 seconds. I'm gonna close it right here and hold on to 8K here for a minute. Let's I think I might switch to NQ. Who wants to see me switch to NQ? Tell me in the chat. NQ, or we stick here on the do. We got 30 seconds to make your decision.
On the 1.
30 seconds will be at the bottom of the hour. So final 30 minutes NQ or stay on the Dow. Bro, you don't want my answer. If I said it without sarcasm, I would tell you, first of all, you're an idiot, number one. It ain't sarcasm. You're a moron. You're coming in here to an ALGOBOX trading platform that literally streams nearly every day, according to when my schedule is. I've won 4 trading competitions. It's the #1 algorithmic trading platform in the world, and you're over here asking me about your 1, 2, 3 trade strategy. You're a moron. You really want my answer? Son, I don't have time for idiots. I don't. And I'm not here to sell you on a product. If you want my system, fantastic. It's available to people who have brains. You don't have one, so my system is not for you. So please go buy 1, 2. 1, 2 Trade Pro, whatever it is. Go do it, bro. Do it. Do it. Absolutely. I don't like your profile image, so no, I don't want you here in my crew. Next. Anything else? Did I help you out? Are you sure you wanted my answer? You didn't want my answer. I tried to be nice.
Double delta EMA.
You want the truth, though. It ain't nice. You don't want the truth, though, bro. You're gonna cry now. You're gonna cry. Oh, I'm offended. Wah. 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 Triple wah. Please deliver my Uber burger hot and on time, though, or no tip, bro. Best tip I can give you. Be on time. That burger hot and fresh. Fries crispy. Thank you very much. NQ. I see a lot of NQ. That's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to disconnect. And let's switcheroo. NQ. That'll speed things along. We'll get some action. What are we on? Trade number 1. Side wave. Let's see. On NQ, it might shift, but not really. I think both are to the long side right now. So green is the wave. You are the morons here. As he spells moron incorrectly. That's my favorite. Not me. I'm not. It's not me. You are the moron. No, I'm not. I'm not the moron. You are the moron. Bro, I'm super smart. I can tell. Okay, it's better if I just start and clear cache. Alright. Let's close it up and let me relaunch. So I'm going to do a clear cache launch on. Create folder, run the new clean high priority startup.bat. Launch with some in. More bags. Dude, nobody here's heard of 1-2 Trade Pro and O to no, bro. 1-2 no. 1-2 trade no. Right click, let's go instruments, NQ member contract, and let's connect and grab some data. And this is the trick with switching between instruments when you kind of got, you know, my layout, my workspace here to be easier on the eye for the live stream stuff. You know, this is why you want to just have the charts open so you don't have to go with this switcheroo. So just, you know, like not be doing what I'm doing right now, having to switch and switch it all, blah, blah, blah. You just have multiple screens and just have your charts ready to go. So if you want to switch between instruments, they're just right there. Have them all there. You know, 20 chart layout. Still to this day, still my favorite. You know, I've got the 20 chart layout if you can handle it. You know, run the 20 chart layout so you can all 4 correlated instruments.
Double delta NQ on the 1.
Oh, that's a fun one.
DCDM NQ on the 1. NQ on the upper bands touch NQ on the double delta NQ on the 4.
Let me jump in on a little bit of that.
Double
right,
delta.
There we go. Trade number 1 already for some fun. $300 off of the first trade.
Speed of NQ 226.
Okay, that was a little bit too. Oh, don't you miss NQ? Oh, the speed of the NQ
on the 8th.
All right, so let's make sure appropriate size. And she's so fast. I do need to make sure we got some smalls. We'll go 4 smalls. Cool. All right, watching. Currently,
lower bands touch NQ on the 40.
The reds, high time frame. Look at
speed
that.
of NQ 194.
The big fat pivot right there.
Speed of NQ 194.
On the NQ. And let's get to the lower time frame here and see what we can fish. Here's the top side as well. Look at that, double ready up into a 13.8 for the reversal. Beautiful. Going there a little bit sooner. Tried. All right, bottom left. Let's look for some play setups.
Enigma long on the NQ1.
Okay.
Target filled.
Double delta
Target
NQ
filled.
on the 8.
Oh, that was easy. You can feel the speed messing with me a little bit there. We are on
speed
too fast, a little bit too fast. So I should probably go to NQ2s instead of the 1s, but I'm so addicted to the 1s. So the least amount of risk, maximizing the amount of reward. I do like running on the 1s, even with NQ. I'm a little addicted to the 1s, I'll be honest. Okay, there is a touch of the channel we talked about before. I'll give it a spot. We'll give it a shot.
Double delta NQ on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 1.
More ready ups. Yeah. Pop up help here, bro.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 40.
What are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Who ordered this? Whoa, who ordered this? Ordered this. Didn't order that.
Speed of NQ 143. Double delta NQ on the 1.
That was a lot faster than that. NQ's telling me, he's saying, welcome back there, bro. Been a while.
Lower bands touch
Welcome
NQ
back
on
to
the
my
40.
wild child. Whoa, look at what is going on there. Look at this. Wow, up to a 9.4 and a
short on the
straight
NQ
down.
one.
Holy shnikes. Alright, let me get this out of the way. Alright, let's see if the Enigma's calling bottoms here or not. That was tricky.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 40. Double delta NQ on the 1.
Alright, I'm gonna close that out. That was some goodness. Okay, welcome back to NQ. The Wild Child.
Speed of NQ 217. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Man, I couldn't even close fast enough. Wow, it is so wild. Hold on a second. Okay, I gotta turn speedy chart off. Oh my goodness. Chart is no good on NQ.
DCDM NQ on the 1.
Can't handle it on NQ on the ones. Pulling speedy chart off here on NQ ones. I love me some speedy chart on RTY and the Dow, but NQ, I can feel the lag on it when that's running. Oh, don't. Oh, you know what? I never did. Still sitting on 3 days of data. On the lowest time frame, we need to get that one. Oy vey.
Lower bands touch
One more
NQ
check.
on the 40. Speed of NQ 100
NQ
on the short of double delta NQ
one day.
NQ
And I was like, why is it taking so
167.
long? That should not take that long. Shut that data down.
Double delta NQ on the 1. Speed of NQ 171.
Would have liked to catch that. Anybody catch that one? That was perfect. Okay, bottom left. Okay, now that we're ready, what time is it? I got 3:42. All right, I got 18 minutes to grab some bags. Speed currently
Double
still
delta
saying
NQ
too
on the
fast
1.
there.
Enigma short on the NQ 135. Speed of NQ 119.
Okay, crack of the shark. In hearing some buyers here. Going to see if we get a piercer of the shark, and we're at the top of that channel there.
Target
There we
filled.
go. Target's filled. Take a little bit off there to get me up over 8K there on the piercer. Audio box, crack of the shark. Start that shift.
Speed of NQ 139. Speed of NQ 139.
The respect point will be right here on the Enigma target, and I'll try to grab a bag if it does go down. Just don't trust that back down move. It looks like a trap down there, and we may be moving higher. Rather be able to grab a bag like right here. Did touch right on the prior high.
Double delta NQ on the 1.
Okay. Yep, showing up here as well. Potential opportunity for the short. Got chicken bullet. Double cross on the 8s. Big dog. Need to change that to the 9s. One moment. 9s because we're on NQ. Single
Speed
cross
of NQ
on
107.
the 9s. And I can tell I need to turn on some tuning on that, because look at all the clustering stuff. These numbers are too low, right? So NQ, this is the problem with changing between instruments, is you've got to make adjustments here. So I need to go, not very many, but you do have to make changes here. So alpha mega, low strength. Oh, 38 range. Thank you for that. 8 are on the range. Thank you, Jesse.
Speed of NQ 94 on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 1.
Okay, trying for the first AOC right here, half
Target
position.
filled.
Target's
Target
filled.
filled.
Let's see if it's got any more juice on it or not for the rest of that play. That would be 25s for the run. Didn't get a great entry on that. Up over the cross, unfortunately.
Double delta NQ on the 9. Speed of NQ 117.
Alright, I'm gonna close right there. Got a couple $100 out of that, but did not continue up the way that I wanted to. Got the triples. Can always re-enter here.
Enigma short on the NQ1.
And it is getting snappy down here. Okay, there's the 2-minute warning. So color background is changing, telling us we got the 2-minute warning coming in here. 2 minutes till 50 Algo. Wild child. That went straight down. Wow, look how fast that went. Boom, instantly 20 tick.
Speed of NQ 119. Double delta NQ on the 1. Speed of NQ 119 on the 9.
45 seconds till the 350 algo. Down to a 16.1. I'm gonna give that a shot for a dropout here. Let's see. Right, or continuation.
Target filled. Target filled.
Tick. 5. We're gonna out here at the moment. Oh my goodness, there's the 350 algo for
Speed
reals.
of NQ
Oh my
200
goodness.
and 19.
Okay, I got
Target
it.
filled.
Gets me to
Fib dot
9K
NQ
on the day. Whoa, there's the 350 algo. She's wild, baby. Oh, she is wildin'. Oh, NQ is awake. I don't know. That was definitely the 350 algo firing off right there. That was wild. Yeah, that's why we that warning, right? That's why we have the warning colors, because you know she's coming right in there. That was wild. 9K. We got 10K hype in the chat. Can we get some 10K hype in the chat? I got 10 minutes to get to 10K. Are we gonna do it? 10K hype in the chat. Don't you miss your baby? I do. I love that I instantly know whether it's going to be or not, right? It's like there's no waiting around for it. It's like you're either hitting or getting, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do like that. Not gonna lie. But it's impossible
short on
to
the NQ
talk
one.
through half this stuff. Like it's impossible to like be like, oh, that's a do. No, there ain't no talking.
Fib dot
here, bro.
NQ on the 9.
Like no talking. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Take right there. Yep. There was my 10K.
Double delta
I missed it.
NQ on the 1.
Talking too much.
Speed of NQ
Wow, she's moving so much.
175.
It's crazy.
Divergence
I
of
do miss
NQ
that.
on the 9.
I do miss that. Speaking of miss, I probably should have just taken that one too. Little.
Double delta
I'm a little
NQ on
rusty.
the 9.
I am a little rusty.
Divergence up NQ on the 38. Double delta NQ on the 1. Enigma short on the NQ1.
Oh, what? Wow, this thing. Sometimes I forget how fat this is. Has it been moving like this, or did this just happen because I came on today? That's too fast to even react. That was.
Speed of NQ 172. Speed of NQ 172. Enigma short on the NQ1.
Those are some very straight legs. Not buying it. I think we're gonna have a pop up here. I think that is a fake down move. I'm gonna give it a shot here. I will risk the downside. Continues down, then there's no trap. I'm going against the sexy legs here for the 1K. That's 25 ticks up that I would need to get be able to get to that 1K. Or an Enigma target down here that's going to be lunch.
Speed of NQ 145.
That Gartley, break it. Did you seriously just flirt with my target? Who's front running me? Oh my goodness.
Fib.NQ
Did I
on the
just get
9.
front run right there? I just got front ran.
Double delta
Wow,
NQ
that's
on the 4.
not cool. That is so not cool.
Fib.NQ on the 38.
They front ran me by a tick. Like, no joke, to the tick. 1 tick away from my 10K.
Double
That
delta
is,
NQ on the 9
that
on
is
the
foretelling.
38.
Unfortuitous. Get up there, take it. No.
Double
I'm
delta
just gonna
NQ on the
roll
1.
the dice into the
J-hook
to the
short
close.
NQ on the 1.
My goodness.
Speed of NQ 316.
How do I even have time to react to that? I don't.
Divergence of NQ on the 9.
Wow. Okay, this is one for the books right there. So 1 tick away from 10K. 2. I mean, I'm watching this. Don't even know how to react to that.
Lower
Fast.
bands touch NQ on the
NQ.
38.
I'm going to be a glutton for punishment one more time. Pops down here, and I'm going to go for it one more time. But I do need to
Enigma short on the
write
NQ1.
Write it naked.
DCDM NQ on the 1.
Controlling it completely. Although 10K is way out of scope now because I'm not going to get on it to be able to get 10K. None, please. So definitely not enough time to react. So let's see, call it 800 there.
Speed of NQ 337.
Did not even fill me. My goodness, my goodness.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 38.
All right, there's 9K. Let's see, to get to 10, need to kind of think through sizing on 5s and an entry. Okay. Back into wiggle zone.
Fib.NQ on the 38.
129 on the 2s.
Speed of NQ 201. Speed of NQ 201.
Like 129 sounds good, right?
Double delta NQ on the 1.
Okay. Yeah, there's ready up. What's the next play? Left hand buy, right hand buy. Let's just do that. Left hand buy, right hand sell. Let's see. Pause. King timing. Two minutes, 10 seconds to the close. Am I getting 10K? Play.
Speed of NQ 133.
Faster than that. Okay, there's the 2-minute colorings. 2 minutes to the close.
Fib.NQ on the NQ 93.
And the popcorn.
Double delta NQ short on the NQ 1. Fib.NQ on the 9.
That would have been nice. Did not react too fast. Too fast. Perfect. Man, look at that. A super moon shot. In the day.
Double
I was
delta short
unable
on the NQ1.
I couldn't react. It's too fast. Like, super moonshot short was the perfect play there, but it's just stuck. All the good stuff there. Go check that out. Black Friday is the key code, or use one of your friends. You know, if you want to become an affiliate code or affiliate member with us, you can get yourself an affiliate code handed out, and you guys will be able to match any offer that we are putting on our website using your own friends code. And we have a 50-50 profit split for those affiliates. And it's Black Friday. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbox, Monster, Curtis, G, and Eddie B, I am sending out the Big H-Town. See ya. Art team. Show 'em how it's done.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance, but the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the
Double delta
edge
NQ
is
on the
on
9. Double
the
delta
individual
NQ on
investors
the 1.
because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use
Lower band NQ on the NQ on the 89.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Double delta NQ on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 1. Double delta NQ on the 1.
Rewind.
Lower delta NQ on the 38.
Rewind.
Speed of NQ 120. Enigma short on the NQ1.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Speed of NQ 83. Speed of NQ 83.
Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze.
Double delta NQ on the 1.
Target filled.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 38.